Hey y'all, we're back. Kelly's gonna show us how to put seed in our little containers, getting ready for putting it underneath a light. Um, he's gonna explain to us about our dirt and how to plant seeds. So here's we go.
All right. Well, we kind of get an idea. We had it. We always put out a map, out a chart. This is kind of a how we're gonna do our tomatoes and whatnot. But we've kind of come up with a different idea. This is a general idea, but we got our different tags over here. So each tag is gonna be for your red peppers, your orange, your yellows. That way we know what they are in each individual one. So I can kind of move them off. I already did my red. I already got them marked. But we'll go ahead and start from there. My orange, I've already got in my tray over here. And the rest of these will move off to the side. So what we're going to do is do this row with our bell peppers. And then my lunch boxes are here. I'm going to do two of them because that's for the grill and for my lunch pail. This one, these Coronado Rosas are the really red, deep red. Look like a blocky banana pepper, but they're really sweet. When you go by on the riding mower, you got to grab one and just eat it, or when you're walking around in the garden. So you'll love those. And we're going to go ahead and put our eggplant in there because they get transplanted into the garden about the same time. So that'll help fill out this tray. And this tray up here, we've got 11 different kinds of tomatoes that's going to go in here. So that'll fill this whole tray up. So what we're going to do is we're going to do two in each one. So that way we have plenty at the end. If this one doesn't germinate, we got another one. We can always have too many, but you can't go back 6 to 8 weeks and replant. So let's go with what we got. Make sure we got plenty. Now our dirt, we talked about our dirt earlier. Now what we do is we wet this with some hot water. It don't stay hot, but it's hot water when we put it in there. What this is basically so the seeds have a place to a bed. If you take this and you pour water on it, it'll soak it up. It's kind of like a sponge. If you take a dry sponge and you hold it under a sink, the water will run right off of it. But if you moisten that, wring it out, then put that same sponge on there, the water will go right into it and it'll absorb it quicker. If I can speak tonight. Let's see. So this is nice and it's just damp so that it'll clump together, but at the same time it still falls easily apart.
I gotta touch it.
Usually she's playing in the dirt instead of holding the camera, so I know that's got to be killing her tonight. So what we're going to do is I put my seeds over here. There's about enough to fill up. Well, let's move this stuff here real quick. So we got our different tomatoes and different peppers. So all I do is you watch your spacing. This one here, it's what, 1/4 inch usually. Usually whatever your seed is double that. Double whatever your seed is because you don't want to or should not say over, but put them too deep because then they won't germinate or too deep. Tomato seeds only goes down. This one here says 1/8 of an inch. So you're very, very shallow actually. So what I just do is just put 2 in each one. I just make me an indentation. So I have a place to start. And then I'll cover those up here in a second, but just start with the easy. And then there comes the fun part. I'm dropping a seed in each one of these, which is the fun of it, but at the same time it's a lot of time, but it's part of it because I know I touched each and every one of these seeds. It's what Donna usually loves, is doing this, because I just touched this as a baby, as a seed, and then in a couple months I'm going to eat this knowing I touched it from the very beginning all the way to the end. And you can't do that in the grocery store. So that's what we love about our heirlooms, is these are bred for taste and flavor because they don't have to be shipped from Mexico or California and then right on a truck for 2 weeks to wherever they're going. So for you to have a ripe tomato, it's got to get picked, what, 2-3 weeks ahead of time before it's even at its ripeness, where it's at its best flavor. So basically you're getting a green tomato that's got a little color in it because it's set on your shelf for a while. So let's not mix them up. So we'll just kind of take those and just 1/8 of an inch down in there. We don't want to put them too deep. Just make sure they're just under the surface like that, and then just kind of fill it in. Now make sure you kind of keep your excuse me, keep everything inside so you don't have roots going from one cubicle to the next. Each little pod or whatever you want to call it here has its own little area. And then make sure you mark that. These were orange before you forget. So we just mark that. Excuse me. So these are done here. We'll just keep on going through this one. Then we're going to do our tomatoes, and we'll see where we're at. Maybe we can get her, let her get her in here and get her hands dirty for a while instead of holding the camera.
Okay, y'all, we're back.
All right, so we've down to our last little bit of dirt there. So we used almost perfect on that. We got all of our tomatoes in, 11 different kinds there. Then we got the chocolate traveler and the pears here. We got 2 eggplants, our bell peppers and different ones. So everything's planted. This is all going to be transplanted about the same time in the garden so we can get it all started. So we're going to take these. I'll take the first one. If Mama wants to follow me here real quick. This year we're going to do it a little bit different. We usually have a shelf designated for it. This year we're just going to use our Mama's pantry. And turn our lights on here. And these will be under here then. And then we go be right back. You can show them the lights.
We have a double setup where there is 2 here. So one's here and one's in the back. If you can see there and there. So that this whole area is lit up.
Now, 2 years ago we had 3,200 watt bulbs, and you had to have them right on it. Now we found these, and these are 5,000 LEDs, and if you put them down, they will burn your plants. This is just almost like direct sunlight now with the 5,000. But we'll keep these water. We'll fill them up through the bottom, because these will suck it up. So that's why we leave one tray empty on each one.
And we'll put water in probably about right there.
For the first time.
And then what it does is it weeps up into the dirt. And then this will be wet from sucking from the bottom.
So you just keep them moist but not over wet because you don't want them to rot. So we just keep an eye on them and just keep the bottom and let them suck it up. Like she said, just kind of wicks it up through the dirt. Keeps it nice and moist but not over wet.
And I come in here and I can give it a little touch and know that it's wet or not. Just by touching it, you know.
And then we'll have these after they come up. We'll put them on this on. Turn these back off here in a minute, but we'll put it on a timer. Give them about 4 hours rest every day, and then pure darkness for 4 hours, and then turn the light on for sunlight for the other 20 hours, pretty much. And you've probably seen our our potatoes, excuse me, from last year. Well, all these will be our seed potatoes for the year coming up. So we are ready for them. They have already started going on us. We brought them in a little too early, but they'll be fine. And but that's where we're at now, and we'll be doing, I think in 2 weeks from now is our next round. Our brassicas, all of our brassicas will be next week, or 2 weeks from now. The cauliflower, broccolis, wow, I don't even remember now everything. We've got so many. Well, you've seen how many seeds we got, so it's hard to remember at my age. So that's where we're at. Donnie, got anything else?
That's it. You guys have a wonderful day, and you got to spend today with us planting seeds. So we'll see you guys next time. Have a wonderful day.